Hey everyone, that old nerd guy here. This Worker Swift is pretty much my favorite primary sniper class blaster, but I wanted a little bit more, and I think I found the kit for it. Welcome, Stan. This is the kit. Ever heard of Rifling Swin? Previously known as Swin Nerf? They have this thing to make all metal, all CNC blaster, very expensive, in the thousands of dollars blaster. And lately, they just released something kind of exclusive, which was a Worker Swift with Swin's internal and Swin name on it, which were gray, white with red internal, or purple, black with gray internals. But they also offered the kit for the internal inside, which is what's in this box. So without losing any more time, we're gonna open this kit. This is, yeah, okay, and this is all in a nice box. That's nice. Oh, that is really nice. This is the dart gate. This is a threaded dart gate. Compared to the Worker one, which have a screw at the bottom, this is, as I heard, threaded like the Jet Blaster thread. So I'm going to be able to use several different barrel on it anyway, just not the Worker one with this new dart gate. But since I don't always swap barrel all the time, I think I'm going to stick with the red barrel inside of this thing. And I want to check this sling because it seems like this the 550 millimeter barrel. I'm going to compare it, but this is the dart gate. We're going to install it, and I'm going to leave the review of the full assembled blaster for later. Oh my god. This is light. This is super light. I mean, wow, in the Swift, the Plunger is very heavy, which can impact your performance. But with this one, and I will not be afraid to scratch the interior of my plunger, plunger tube. Yeah, okay, I dig that. I see. This is gonna be the main upgrade here. The Rifling Swin trigger, which reminds me a lot of the AK Blaster Mod trigger for the Swift, but it's a red one to match with the rest. A new spring, gonna be easy to recognize, and they're not that stiff, so maybe, no, I won't be afraid to slap it in the blaster and to break something. That's cool. This, wow, machine barrel. It got a quick connect at the tip of it for the included scar. This is like their new thing. This look amazing. Inner diameter, I don't know if you're gonna see it, but inner diameter, it says 13.05 millimeter, and outer it's a 15.95, basically a 13 by 16 barrel. Very nicely machined, but like I saw in the picture, the red is not exactly the same as the rest of the part. Doesn't really matter. And this scar barrel. Want to check this thing. Little scratch. Is this a... No, it's dirty. It's not scratch. Cool. The Rifling Swin name on it. The quick connect here. And is it a string one? Yeah, it's a string one. Is it adjustable? No, it's not. It's just a string one, but it seems like metal string inside. Whoa. Yeah. This seems like metal wire inside. I really want to try this thing. So in this kit, we have the Rifling Swin barrel. the trigger, the new threaded dart gate, the what look like carbon and nylon plunger, super light, this amazing steel wire scar barrel, which is machined and got a quick connect to fit with the new barrel, and this nice golden spring, which look like smaller than the 1.8 but bigger than the 1.6 a bit, maybe a tad longer, maybe it's a 1.65 or 1.7 spring. It's not as stiff as the 1.6, but it's definitely stiffer than the 1.4. It's pretty nice. I hope it's going to be quite an improvement, but I am not scared of this spring like I am the 1.8 for my Swift. Comparing it, let's take, this is the 550mm barrel from the Worker Swift. We see we have exactly 1 centimeter more, so that's basically a 540mm barrel, which is pretty close. For the metal trigger, this looks like an extended trigger like we have with the AK Blaster Mod 1. The bigger shape at the end here, and it's going to be very comfortable. And those parts are super light. The finish is quite impressive. And this amazing scar, which obviously is going to be an improvement over this one. I really dig those little small scar barrel from Worker. They work very well, but this thing, I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite an improvement. This is around 85 United States dollar kit before shipping from Taobao, and I think it's going to be pretty worth it. Now, let's install this thing. Well, I already split the blaster open because we're going to need to change that plunger. I removed the screw everywhere. I loosened my barrel, and we're going to open it to make installation of the Swin kit. This blaster is always really simple. .35 centimeter barrel. Okay, for this priming block seems okay since I lubed it last time. Some of the lube had yellow a little inside, but we're gonna take care of that later when putting back everything inside. Now, this dart gate, first thing we're gonna remove. And that thing is like clicked inside the blaster by those two little lines here. It just click in the shell. This is the metal dart gate. You see, that's the main difference with this new kit and the old kit. First, the thickness of the dart gate is a little thicker on this one, but this one is threaded, while this one is not. It's just sleek, and you put tension with this screw on your barrel to hold it. I prefer the thread. Honestly, I prefer the threading on this. Yeah. Okay, so it's clearing everything inside. Nice. The other one had some notch because it was touching the shell, while this one doesn't, because it is not touching the priming member. So this part, basically, for this half, it's done, because the barrel is going to be inserted in, and the rest is in the second half, because we're changing the plunger and the trigger inside of this thing. Okay, for the lower receiver, pretty much simple. I have to say one thing. This new trigger, you will not need this safety. It will be in, but it will not be useful because it doesn't have the hook for the safety. Let's recover this spring. Let's put it back there, and I am gonna put some lube on it. Okay, this is done for the interior. Do I really need? No, I can close everything. Let's close everything. One more step to go before we put this new plunger in. First, I'm not afraid to scratch, so the size of the O-ring will be a little less important than before, I guess. But those, I'm gonna keep them, but those little too small O-ring are a little too small to my taste to go on this plunger. Those look like the inefficient one that we received originally with it, and those were some actually of the replacement worker were providing. Since this new plunger is a one O-ring plunger, yes, only one. If you compare it with the other one, there is one less groove for the O-ring. This is a one O-ring plunger, and that new O-ring is barely sealing something. Well, I'm gonna use it anyway. Let's take this little padding. We really need to put it there. And now we have our new plunger to go in. I'm gonna lube this O-ring, and then we shove it in. Okay, there is a little resistance, but I really doubt we're gonna have a full seal with that. I'm gonna have to work a custom O-ring for this, I guess. Pretty much all put together. I need to insert the barrel and the spring. This barrel should be pretty... Oh! Is it supposed to be that tight? Oh my god. This is really a tight fit in the front. Oh my god, this is so smooth. It's really outstandingly smooth. I mean, wow. And the barrel will not tend to move forward when the dart is inside. You don't need to go too hard on it. And this is a long sniper barrel. Wow. Let me put that spring in. Spring seems a little big for the interior. Hope it's not gonna rub too much. One last thing to do. Installing that quick con. Oh, okay, it's moving on the other side. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, this is neat. This is... In the end, this rifling Swin kit for the Swift is pretty awesome. I mean, this spring is rather soft. It's feeling more like a 1.4 spring for the Swift, but it's still fetching something like 235, 240 FPS with the scar on. And let's speak about this scar barrel. First, you got the super neat machine quick release, which is into the barrel. Then, if you look down at it, I know it's not very visible, I showed you before on the camera. This is 10 stainless steel hard wire, solid wire inside of this scar barrel, meaning it's not gonna fail like the regular fishing line. The finish on the part is pretty outstanding. The barrel got this pinkish Rifling Swin signature color, but the rest is a bright red. This trigger is honestly the most comfortable trigger I felt on a Swift. I tried the worker one, I tried the AK one, but this one, it's something else. It is smoother. It is, I don't know, more comfortable overall. Then there is the barrel and gate themselves. The gate was super easy to install, pretty much the same thing as the worker part, but compared to the worker counterpart, this one feels better because you need to screw down your barrel inside, you tight it, and then it's not gonna move. Meaning that with maybe a tighter O-ring into your pusher, or maybe after repetitive play, sometime with the worker gate, the barrel tend to move a bit forward, 1mm, 2mm, breaking the seal, and sometimes just coming out the gate. If you have a plastic gate, that is even more a problem. But this new system, your barrel is secured. I mean, it's not moving, and I think there's about 13 to 15 millimeters of tread on this barrel there. This is solid, secured, it make a perfect seal. I might put a little plumber's tape on it just in case, but so far it's not leaking from this part. My main concern was the O-ring, even the one provided with the new plunger. They were small, they were very, very small. I'm gonna have to fine tune that, but so far 240 on the first test I did on it was pretty amazing. My next video is gonna be the review, full review of the kit installed into the blaster. But as I can say, for now, this kit is pretty well worth it, and the silhouette of this blaster is crazy. This is a long blaster, but this is accurate. More tests during the review. That's it for this video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerveGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to notify for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.